Wash for a start. Well, at least some of you probably had one of Easter.
Annual game.
First of all, let me introduce some of the people who are here today. We have Gerald, who is Peter's widow, who's come along for the occasion. And then we have Mr. and Mrs. Lapp, and they contributed hugely to the funds of Radio Cambridge's Trustline appeal by bidding for a load of old tat, which was the Grunty Fen goodie bag. It should have been called the Grunty Fen baddie bag, but there was one decent thing in it, which was to be guest of honour this afternoon. Now, buried somewhere in the crowd is Julia, the artist, who, there she is with the black umbrella. She is the lady who did most of the design work for this exhibition. And as with every, Paul Hawes, who's the chairman of Burwell Museum, can't be with us today, but most of the trustees are here. And I want to thank them all, very sincerely, for the way they've responded to this, because it's been an absolute joy for me to work with people who really understand the whole Dennis thing, because it's very hard to explain to people who don't know that this is a huge, fantastic farrago of fantasy that's so complicated, it's got so many characters and so many stories that you never know where to begin to explain. And it gave me a tremendous joy when the lady in charge of catering, quite spontaneously, for the Rhubarb Festival, said, "We'll have rhubarb and custard teas." Now, that is what I like about this museum, that it's really put some welly into it. Lots of you who are here today, and I'm very, very pleased to see you, have got your own memories of Dennis and Pete. You're never quite sure sometimes which was which, and I know that a lot of you treasure those memories very much indeed. I'm hoping that one day soon we will be able to hear Dennis again on the radio, because there is an enormous archive of recordings that some of them have only been broadcast once. So I'm very much hoping, of course, if you care to be agitators in that direction, I wouldn't mind at all.
Sounds like a good idea.
You can make suggestions if you like.
Somebody start the petition now.
Right, so I'd welcome that. So thanks to everybody who's been involved with this enterprise, and the continuing loyalty and enthusiasm of you and the museum means that I'm confident that when we hold the Rhubarb Festival in a few weeks' time at the next Bank Holiday Monday, the occasion's going to be really live up to Grunty Fen standards and be deeply disappointing. The museum have got the idea, they carried it through, they've got a bit of old binder twine. I mean, rope would have been too grand, and a ribbon would have been excessively dipping. No, we do. And of course you remember that the Boy Scouts troop in Grunty Fen, they didn't ever use knots. Do you remember? They never tied knots, they used wire. Because they thought that was much more dependable. And so do you remember the tent? Oh, I'll start rambling on. Do you remember the Boy Scouts tent was made out of a floral sofa cover? Yeah. Some kids lived in the arms. Anyway, I'm going to ask Paul to join me. And it's dangerous. I don't like being too close to a blind man with a pair of scissors. But I'd better get the right side of the string, hadn't I? And there's our photographer over there, so you need to turn a little bit this way, Paul, so the photographer can get it. And I'll tell you what, and also we want the people who have come to sit, do it this way for photograph, yes. And then I think, you see, the people over there can't actually see the ceremony, and if we're going to have a ceremony, it ought to be ceremonious, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Just don't step back.
Is that all right for you? Paul, come back, Paul. I'm sorry to fuss you about.
You're already just going back.
Back up back to you. I want to make sure the pictures are right, you see. Right. Yeah. Okay, it says that's okay. Now you're allowed to cut the string.
Can you find it?
No, we don't want to waste it. We want to be able to join it together and use it together. Because it'll go in the chiffonier drawer and be kept for another occasion.
Ready?
Right, 1, 2, 3, go! he's now earned the title of being a good old boy. Now let's go and have a look at the interior of this shambles.